Hi, I'm Betty. Today we're going to talk about multiple means of representation when teaching a second language, specifically focusing on Mandarin. Multiple means of representation comes from the three core principles of universal design for learning, where it's not our aim to find a one-size-fits-all kind of teaching method, but to provide flexibility in teaching and learning. Multiple means of representation provide students with various ways of acquiring information and knowledge, helping them make connections within as well as between concepts. It is important to use multiple means of representation when teaching Mandarin because of the complexity that comes with this language and the deeply rooted culture that is attached with the language. When students receive information that are presented in a variety of ways, it will help with information processing, the activation of background knowledge, as well as the support of memory and transfer. In this video, I will discuss 3 strategies which will help you use multiple means of representation in your Mandarin classroom. The first strategy is to provide options for perception, that is, the representation of words in written form, pictorial form, and audio form. If I were to teach a word in Chinese that means sunny, I would do it in the following way. First, I would make sure the Chinese character itself for sunny is there. Then I would have the pronunciation, as well as the picture representation. Then I would read the word out loud with the hand gestures that further help students with pronunciation by indicating the tone of the character. So, for example, qing, qing. This way, students associate the hand gesture of me going up while reading the word with the elevated tone when reading Chinese words. This way, I target all kinds of learners in the class: linguistic, pictorial, and auditory learners. Now, if I were to teach a poem in Mandarin using the first method, I would first write out the poem in Mandarin, support it with its pronunciation, translate it to the language of their comfort, and finally, I would show a video or a song that represents the poem, so that they have multiple associations to the poem. The second method is to provide options for language and symbols. Chinese characters have the long cultural history of being written in a very pictorial form, which means each part of the word is usually what ends up defining the whole word. Using the previous example, I would break the word down into 2 parts. First, I would cover the right side of the word, and then I would point out the left side. If you made it a little bit rounder, it would look like a sun. And then I would cover the left side of the word and tell the students the right side actually means the color blue. So putting the 2 together, we have sun with blue. This would in turn mean a sunny day includes a bright sun and a clear blue sky. The third method is to provide options for comprehension. This means we need to provide or activate students' background knowledge that helps them make connections, which in turn helps with information processing. When tapping into students' background knowledge, it can be from anything that they have learned or have prior knowledge of. For example, if I were to teach the word rain in Chinese, I would simply point out to them that rain is made of little water droplets, and then direct their attention to the Chinese character, which if you look carefully, it does have little water droplets inside of the character. This will help them with information processing, and then in turn make connections, which simplifies a difficult language for them. Let's do a recap. The 3 different strategies for using multiple ways of representation in a Mandarin classroom includes 1. Providing options for perception. 2. Providing options for language and symbols. Finally, 3. Providing options for comprehension. Now that you have gained the power of simplifying material and engaging your students in a Mandarin classroom using multiple ways of representation, don't forget it and always use it.